going to a football match in the middle of pandemic was like another foreign job test in a reality TV show. The pre-match message instructs me to arrive at an important phone call 3 hours before calling kick-off of the Czech Republic. I must wear a mask at all times. I must take in all food from my micro bag to plastic bag, whereby by the stadium and all the catering outlet will be shut. So the landscape beverage cartoons of the Pepsi to keep me going. When I immediately turn up the stadium, there is only the crowds are predictably sparse. The pub outside the ground of the floor is a supporter wrapped in scarlet flag look like a team alternative. When I suggest to steward that my goal get a drink ahead of the game, a look of concern crosses her kindly face. Be careful which pub you're going to. Devil still coming. What is she referring to? Could it be the Dunch book bag A side I'm clutching? I have given my spare ticket to Rear Scott, my friend Alastair, but it's from Edinburgh, so also now 100% at home in Glasgow. We decided to take the advice and skip the time. Inside the stadium, we found and the loudest cartoons that I've ever seen, including the cartoon back. I posed for a photo with him, and he tells me I had it really on the scene. It's just not like a love. It is not just everybody else on the net is seeing and hopefully in 2020, as your still insists on calling it, has also become sucked into the culture world. The pub outside the ground floor is a photo of this concept back 10 years. Desire to start them and cook get a job and all of the consequences are active. It's possible to she started herself from a bottle spring. Don't be bad was at bank clutching. I have given my spare ticket to Risk of my friend Alistair from Edinburgh, so also now 100% at home in Glasgow. We decide to take the advice and skip the pub. Inside the stadium, we encounter a fan in the loudest turtles that I've ever seen, including a type of products. For the photo, I have to tell them it's not just cover regulation that make this unique compact clear in tournament. Your train training at your Bastille system has also become sucked into the culture wars. The pub outside the ground floor is a floor wrapped in Scotland with like a temple. Your train in area Bastille insist on calling has also become sucked into culture. National football team has involved nation, but that is not a straightforward task at a time. When national identity is so fiercely contested, the presidency for Scotland is independent. For England, it is face. The England football team has decided to take the knee before matches as a protest against racism. But each time they do it, they are booed by a significant section of their own supporters. Even the government seems uncertain about how to respond. After hesitating for a while, Boris Johnson, Prime Minister, condemned the booing and urged fans to get behind the team. But 2 members of his cabinet, Jacob Rees-Mogg and Priti Patel, defended the protesters, unlike expressing racism, but condemned the Marxist of Black Lives Matter movement. Patel, Britain's Home Secretary, accused the player of indulging in gesture and politics. Players from the England team whose pre-game press conference are normally confined to discussing tactics, injuries, and the atmosphere inside the camp now being added to real Home Secretary. It would be natural to assume that cabinet ministers are better at politics than footballers, but the Johnson government has reason to be aware of the clashing with the England team. Last year, it went down to an economic debate when it took a market transfer over the extension of free school meals for poor families. The Manchester United and England Fold mobilized a million signatures behind the petition and forced the Johnson government to change that. The 22-year-old Rashford preparation for your train training included a Zoom call with Obama, while plenty of tourists are prepared to grumble about the walk in Rashford in private. None are willing to take it in public. The culture wars of football are not just happening in Britain. The multiracial Belgian team took the lead in Russia ahead of their opening game. They were also booed by the crowd. The Russians also protested against Marxism. Victorian Prime Minister of Hungary, one of those nations for 2020, defended the protesters and expressed racism but condemned the Marxist of Black Lives Matter movement. No. Victorian Prime Minister one of us of the weapon for visiting team that take the knee saying the Hungarians suggested a provocation. Orban is himself a right-wing provocateur who has become a hero to the Trumpist right in America by frequent warning about the alleged dangerous Europe being flooded by Muslims. But even some moderate conservatives are uncomfortable with the floor taking the knee. One pro-mentor Dingo in Lames to me that football has been a political sport, but now the national team has become a source of division. I can see what it means this year tournament inevitably brings back memories of year 96. When England also played their games at Wembley and the whole country they seemed to get behind the team in a complicated sort of way. Back then, packed the stadium, all joining the singing of the lines of footballs coming on. Now the stadiums are largely empty and some of the home crowds are actually booing the players. But somebody who has been to many England games over the years, I know that the team was never mixed up with politics or race and illusion. England games have always attracted a substantial number of Saudi hooligans and far-right supporters whose trademark chant is "No Surrender to At the last European Football Championship France in 2016, the ugly tradition of English football hooliganism re-emerged. When I remarked to another fan that I didn't particularly enjoy being caught up in a near riot outside a bar in Marseille, I was told curtly, "If you don't like it, you should stay at home and watch the game on television." Football ground in the 1970s, where I saw the most over racing that I ever witnessed. It was routine to see black players bark by boos and monkey noises. It was bark by noises. The football authorities and commentators were silent about this for many years. So if the current national staff feel they want to make a statement about racism, it is hard to accuse them of bringing politics into an political space. It's hard to accuse them of bringing politics into an political space. The football authorities and commentators were silent about this for many years. So if the current national side feel they want to make a statement about racism, it is hard to accuse them of bringing politics into a political space. The players, particularly the racial players, have always been there. The identity issues are rather different for Scotland. For 2020, it comes as the Scottish Government is ramping up demand for a second independent referendum. This is the first major international tournament the team has qualified for since 1998, neatly fitting the narrative of national revival. Arriving in Scotland for the first game of the tournament, I find the local paper full of optimism. In recognition of the enormity of the occasion, the Scottish Government has even allowed schools that listen to louder keys to watch the game against Czechs live. As a visiting English fan, I wonder how I feel about all this. I grew up supporting Scotland in big international tournaments. I had little options since England failed to qualify for the World Cup in 1974 and 1978, but British identity was less complicated back then. The anthem played for the Scotland side that lined up to play Brazil in 1974 was God Save the Queen, although to recording does not show the Scottish player looking particularly delighted. Today, the crowd and team will be belting a flawed Scotland loud enough to drown out conversation. The team started the game with all the expected passion strewn for their captain. The Robertson can be seen gesturing to his player to calm down. Then the Czechs score and their air is sucked out of the stadium. And a group of children near me stadium. At halftime, which I choose spending the toilet next to hand dryer, the warmest spot in Hamden. There's hopeful chatter around the that Scotland might be able to turn this round. But early in the second half, the football history is made by the text. Patrick Schick, the team centre forward, gets the ball in the halfway line and floats ball over half the Scottish goalkeeper into the net. It is one of the most brilliant goals any of us will ever witness. The crowd is now almost totally silent, apart from a tiny group of cheering checks on the other side of the stadium, and a group of children near me who continue happily shouting for Scotland, while the other around them was frozen in horror. After the match, Alastair reminds me that Scotland might be able to. Scottish I used to better disappointment. Making the national football team a symbol of nation is double-edged sword. We imagine them scoring wonderful goals and celebrating the fans. But what if your goalkeeper lands a floundering flat on his back and tangled up in the net? Euro 2020 has already delivered humbling setback for two football-mad popular leaders. Urban gave permission for capacity crowd to attend Hungary's opening games in Budapest against Portugal, only to see the nation side lose 3-0. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, president of Turkey, traveled to Azerbaijan and sat in a place of honor next to the president, from where he was able to see Turkey go down to a 2-2 defeat against Wales. The England team disappoint their fans almost ardent fan. The side often portrays as the embodiment of what we like to believe are national characteristics: courage, calmness under pressure. In fact, as a recent piece by John Leo in The Guardian pointed out, England are uniquely bad at holding a lead in the tournament. The numbers seem to suggest they might even be battled, and that or has the French and Italians are much better at holding their nerve when they take a lead. If Gareth Southgate, the England manager, can somehow break this cycle and turn England into a winning outfit, it will inadvertently provide a huge boost to Johnson government that is desperate for symbol of the success of Brexit Britain. But Southgate has subtly but mistakenly positioned himself to the left of the government, taking the knee. He leads a multiracial team and has continually defended the right to make statements on subjects other than football. It has become accepted wisdom in Britain that cultural wars always work better for the right than the left. But football may be an exception. A poll taken across Europe before 2020 showed 54% of English football fans supported taking the knee. With 39% opposed. If the England team keeps winning, the number in favor may rise, along with the team's popularity. But once the right may find itself on the wrong end of the cultural war, but the duration of Euro 2020, I will care much less about who wins the cultural war than who wins the tournament. For Scotland, Euro 2020 began with a deflating defeat. The England team disappointed their fans almost as reliably as the Scots, just slightly later in the day. On the other hand, this is a real tournament. It's taking place in the middle of a pandemic, the stadiums are quarter full, and England are playing half decently. I am allowing myself to hope for the weirdest outcome of the lot, an England victory.